Today we're painting Lighthouse from PrintableScenery.com. The model was painted with 2 coats of black primer. Now we're base coating it with dark sea green. Now we're going to pick out some random stones using heavy khaki. We're going to do the same thing again, picking out random stones using heavy brown. These stones that we're picking out, I like to think are new stones that we're replacing crumbled or old ones. I wanted to create some texture on these stones, just varying in color, so I wanted to use this little piece of Scotch-Brite sponge, dip it in paint and kind of dab it over the model. And you'll see here that I actually end up just going to using my finger and smearing some of the paint around with that, and then eventually just dipping my finger in the paint and smearing it around, and changing between the 2 colors of stone that we used to pick out the random replacement stones. And now it's time to add some contrast to those details, and for that we're going to use Army Painter Dark Tone, which is a black based wash. For the roof, I decided to use Army Painter Chaotic Red as the base coat. Then we'll use Bloody Red as the first highlight, and we're just trying to aim at the middle of the tiles and make stripes right down there. For the second highlight, we're going to be using Pale Flesh, and this is kind of a technique called color modulation, where we're trying to exaggerate the edges and just using something like this piece of cardboard to block off the other areas and make that hard highlight there. That's pretty much it. You'll see the rest of the technique here. pull all those colors together, we're going to use some Army Painter red tone ink, and this will kind of filter all those colors under one. And now we're going to add some Army Painter dark tone and put a wash over this whole thing. You got to move pretty quick, which generates bubbles, especially since I thinned it about 1-to-1 with water, and you can get rid of those bubbles by using a blow dryer. After the wash is dry, we will do a dry brush of duck egg green over the whole model. All the metal bits will be painted with Army Painter rough iron. Now we'll come back and dry brush all those metal bits with Army Painter Shining Silver. For all the wood bits, I decided to go with heavy gold brown. Now all the wood bits get a coat of Army Painter Strong Tone. To finish off the wood, we're going to dry brush it with some Army Painter Arid Earth. Earth Pigments Rose Earth is what we're going to use to create our rust effect on all the metal stuff. Environox dark brown pigment applied dry is what we're going to use to shadow some of this stone. And just to get a variation in our shadow tones, we're going to use Cypress Umber Dark. And that is it. That is how I painted the lighthouse. Hope you enjoyed.